Hey, I found some posting of you girls saying that you don't know what to do with your hair now in quarantine because the gray hair is, growing out and you can see it. And there's no hair salons, no stylist, or almost no stylist that will be working, and also it's risky to do so. And if you can dye your hair in your house, you can do it. It's actually very easy. There's other Amazon videos about it. This is not what I am here for. My work involved a lot of traveling, so I had to learn how to deal with some situations, and not being able to dye my hair is one of them. And sometimes, so I tried several products, and I got into this one, which is great. It's you see, it's a magic root cover up. It's from L'Oreal. There are other brands, other paste and pens and things like that for it. I really recommend a spray for sure. Because the pens and creams and everything, it's too messy, take a lot of time, and the spray is so fast. And I have tried many brands, and honestly, I don't get paid by L'Oreal of this company. I'm just telling you that this one is the one that lasts the most, for me at least. I don't know you guys. And this will last until you wash your hair. Sometimes, if you do like me, you can extend it a little bit longer, which, if you go to the shower and just water your hair and clean it a little bit, and then put hair conditioner in the roots, in the points, so you can get a little bit of smell to it without actually putting shampoo on it. It could even last a little bit longer, but that depends if your hair is dry or if it's oily, because if it's oily you cannot do that, obviously. But anyway, it would last until you wash your hair one or two times, depending on how you do it, right? And it's not cheap, honestly, because it's like around $8 on Walgreens and other stores. You can find it in a lot of pharmacies and supermarkets, and that have a beauty area, but it's not cheap, but because you can, at the same price, you can buy a whole dye, a hair dye, and do it yourself. And that's not something that I'm gonna explain to you, because there's a lot of videos about how to dye your own hair. Mine is how to not have the gray hair without having to dye, because for example, in my situation, I have some highlights, and I honestly don't want to dye it myself, because if I dye it, I ruin my highlights. So I'm waiting for the hair salons to open. And anyway, I would do it. I learned how to do this many times, because many times I would have to travel, and I couldn't dye my hair. I couldn't have access to salons, so you have to find a way. And this is really good, and it's really easy to do so either. You just for example, take the part that you have the gray hair, you see, voila. You see the gray hair there, right? Done. Look at there. So you actually can extend, look at this, your your way to the salon with this. It's really, really good. Honestly, I have learned to save a lot of money, because instead of getting for a retouch every month, or now I'm getting every other month, so it's cheaper. So it's not only gonna work for in times of this quarantine, but also you can save money on this, especially when you do some highlights that it's a lot more expensive than just normal dye. And I would really recommend that you this. I really recommend you to use it. I'll put a link on it if you don't find it, because for example, in Amazon, if you put auto ship, it's a lot cheaper, even than in Walgreens and any other pharmacies. So come on, girls, this is gonna solve your problem. Especially us, Latina, we don't like to look bad, even if you're home not doing anything. You wanna, still doesn't show your husband that you have a lot of gray hair, and this is a good solution, okay? So good luck, try it, I really recommend it, and